Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Hope you're all well. It's Sunday night and we got a beer review for you, and it's one that I picked up from Trembling Madness online order, and it's a brewery that's pretty local to me, really, and it's from Polly's. There we are. I lost track of what I was going to say. It's from Polly's Brew Co, who are out of Mould in North Wales, and this is a can of their Wildflower pilsner coming in at 5% ABV. It's using Ella and Mosaic hops by the looks of it. It's a 440ml can. Actually, it's not 5%, it's 5.1%. I do apologise. 5.1%, 440ml can. And this was £4.25, I think it said. £4.25. Yeah, something like that. £4.75. Let me just double check again. I'm making a right shit show of this this review so far, aren't I? Where are we? I did have a look. £4.25, yeah. So, Polly's do some decent beers. They're a good brewery. I just saw Pilsner. You don't know what hops are in them when you buy them. Well, you probably could look, but I didn't. Now, with the hop lineup in this, I'm a little bit sceptical that it's going to be sort of like more IPA-like rather than Pilsner-like. But we shall see. I was going somewhere with this, but for the life of me, I can't think. So I'll just shut the hell up. Beautiful artwork anyway. £4.25. That's what I was going to say. Pilsner glass at the ready. What I was going to say was that's about the going rate for their sort of beers. Whenever I see them, unless you're looking double IPA territory, which is going to be higher, a lot of their beers around that £4 mark. A little bit more, a little bit less. So it's cracked open. Let's get it in the glass and see what we get. Like I say, we'll see what we get from this hop lineup in the beer. As a Pilsner, I would have liked to have seen them using German hops or something, but it doesn't look like it's going to be like that. A hoppy Pilsner. But like I say, with the lineup of hops, I can't help but think it's going to be more like an IPA. But we shall see. I don't know. There's quite a nice aroma there on the nose, but until I dive in properly. So as you can see, plenty of bubbles going up there. It's sort of straw in colour. Slight haziness to it. Now, it's not chill haze on the glass, that's for sure. A good finger of quite spacious head. If I give that a bit of a swirl, that might tidy the head up. It's one of them sort of quite spacious heads on them, which there's a good chance that'll go in quite quick. Hopefully not, but yeah, looks all right. Let's dive in on the nose, see what we get. Yeah, there's that typical sort of IPA aroma in there. Maybe a little bit of maltiness. It smells like an IPA, but there's a maltiness that may give you that feel of a Pilsner, but yeah, for me, there's no spicy bite as you'd expect from your standard Pilsner. I'm trying to think, there's an aroma in there. Off the top of my head, and I could be completely wrong here, but off the top of my head, I've just got life and death going through my head from Vocation. And that's the sort of aroma I'm getting. I think it's that sort of... Let's stop waffling, because I'm just chatting shit now, aren't I? Get her in, see what we get. Polly's Brew Co, Wildflower, Pilsner with Ella and Mosaic hops. Cheers. Pleasantly surprised. I'm not completely right about what I was saying to start off with. I was right about the hops in it and that, but I wasn't completely right about sort of knocking it. I'm actually quite impressed. Still that feel of an IPA in there, but not as much, I would say. Maybe I wouldn't say not as much. There's probably more pilsner feel to this beer than I was expecting. So let's go in again. It's got a beautiful pilsner sort of body. Bang on. It's light but with weight, if that makes any sense. Carbonation in it is small, lots of small bubbles, but enough to make it exciting. It's not so busy in your mouth that it's rough and it's you know, harsh inside, but it's not so dead that it's flat as hell. It's just about bang on. The body and the carbonation are lovely. Look past the bubbles. Like I say, even though the bubbles aren't big and it's not rough, it's still a little bit busy in the mouth. But see past that bit, or once they disappear, it's very sort of smooth behind that, which is nice. The rest in there. On the taste, it feels like a pilsner. It feels like a pilsner. It has that hoppy bite of a pilsner. That crispness of a pilsner. And then you've just got, I'm going to say probably the mosaic, I'm thinking off the top of my head. That's where you get that little tickle of an IPA in there. But it is only a tickle. It doesn't sort of take over. It's nice. You still feel you're drinking a lager with just a slightly different taste to it. With that burp, which I do apologise. Yeah, even the burp, because normally when I burp, you get, for me, the hop thing comes up. And you do get that. You get the hop thing, but it's kind of subtle. But you still also get that sort of, I've just burped a lager kind of taste, if you know what I mean. 5.1% is again, the ABV is bang on. It drinks like a good 5.1% beer. Pardon me, hiccups. Yeah, a little bit of that sort of spicy feel as you're drinking it with the carbonation. Sort of gives it a little spicy edge. And as that clears, that's where you're getting, for me, the mosaic in there. It leaves you with a slightly sort of IPA sort of bitterness, but it's nice. It doesn't overtake the beer. It's not too overpowering. You can feel that it's a pilsner, and I think ultimately with them calling it a pilsner, that's what you want it to do. Having that other little twist on the beer behind that is nice, actually. I just think they've got that really nicely balanced, that you can still drink it and not think you're drinking an IPA, but having that little bit of a twist on it, which just makes the pilsner a little bit something different. So for me, Polly's Wildflower Pilsner, Ella and Mosaic, I think that's very decent. I think they've done a good job. I think once you start getting them hops in there, you are going to have a subtle difference. But I think there's enough sort of maltiness in it and pilsner elements in it to not put you off, to make you think, yeah, this is a pilsner with a twist, rather than it's telling me it's a pilsner, it tastes more like an IPA, and I'm getting no pilsner elements. So yeah, Polly's Wildflower, very decent drop. Would I drink that again? I would actually. Do like it. Would I recommend it? Yeah, give it a go. Give it a go, especially if you are into your pilsners that have maybe that little sort of hoppy IPA sort of edge to it. I think that'll be right up your street. I think that's really good. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Thank you all for watching. See you on another one. Cheers.